Hey everyone! Happy holidays! It's Megan Pudcakes and Percy. Look at this face! We are reindeer today. I have my Clarice ears from Rudolph and he is trying to be Rudolph. So today we are going to do something new I've never done on this channel, which is a Q&A. But this is going to be a Christmas themed Q&A because I thought why not, and that sounded really fun. So, and it's a great way to get to know each other a little better. Now today I feel kind of like an overly festive grandmother at a holiday party in this outfit. But this actually has Winnie the Pooh on it. I don't know if you can tell. He's blocking it. I got it from Poshmark and it's vintage from the 90s and I'm like, it's so cute. I have to have it. Anyway, let's start with our first question. And I think it's kind of the classic question that you have to do for a Christmas Q&A, which is, what is your favorite Christmas movie? And for me, that would be Muppet Christmas Carol. I can watch it every year. I probably have watched it every year since since it came out, which is like 92. So, and I've never gotten tired of it and it always makes me laugh. And now our tradition is my husband and I will play it on the TV in the bedroom, and we have a Christmas tree set up right by that TV, so we'll have all the lights off except for the Christmas tree and we'll watch that right before bed on Christmas Eve, and it's so magical. Favorite Christmas tradition? I think that would actually be our Christmas Eve tradition, not just the one I mentioned with my husband and I, but my parents, my brother and his wife, and my husband all get together on Christmas Eve evening, and we have lots of snacks and we watch this movie that I feel like a lot of people aren't familiar with. It's called Santa Claus, but it is not Tim Allen's The Santa Claus with an E on the end. It's just Santa Claus, and it's like from 1988 or 89, and I've watched that every year since I can remember, and honestly that movie is the reason I did believe in Santa as a kid, because it shows his beginnings. And you know, in the folklore of Santa, he was a regular guy who brought handmade toys to kids in the village, and you know, that's the story of like St. Nicholas, and the legends kind of all stem from this real person. So that's kind of how the movie starts, is with this real, like back in the 1500s, this guy and his wife who just bring toys to the kids in their village, and then he becomes the Santa Claus that we know of today, which has his elves in the North Pole and has a pretty big toy making operation. Plus, you've got John Lithgow as the villain, who is always awesome as a villain. So, it's just like a really fun movie that, yeah, I don't know very many people who've seen it. And I think what I love about Christmas Eve is you still have all the excitement of Christmas morning. And I don't know, I think I just really love that. So, what is my favorite Christmas accessory? So, this is one just a second, Percy, you wait for me. Percy took my spot, so now I can't sit over there. I just got this at Target. And what I love is it actually matches the Pushing Christmas blanket that I have. Because it's like a pastel Christmas tree, and I really love that, and it matches the colors for the Pushing Christmas sweater that came out this year. So you will definitely be seeing me wearing this in other videos, I think. Where is my dream place to visit for Christmas? Well, aside from Disney, which I think is kind of obvious, because like, really, when do I not want to go to Disney? But I would have to say Downton Abbey. The real name of this location is Highclere Castle. It's gorgeous at Christmas. I mean, I'd love to visit it any time of year, but like I'll insert a picture that they just posted from their Instagram. I think it would just be so magical to, honestly, I'd be good with any castle decorated for Christmas. It wouldn't have to be this one. But yeah, I just think being anywhere in England and getting to go to some of these historic places that are then decorated and have special events for the holidays, I think would be really amazing. That said, I would never want to be anywhere other than home on Christmas Day. I just like to relax on the day of. I'm usually tired at the end of a busy season, and traveling on Christmas is kind of terrible. So maybe I would like to be there during the Christmas season, but someone has destroyed my decorations. I'm telling Santa about this one. Do I prefer giving or receiving gifts? And I would say both, actually, because I really love picking the perfect present for people I care about and knowing they're gonna love it, even if it's something they didn't even think of themselves. That is so much fun, and I love doing that. But at the same time, when I feel like those people I care about put in that same effort and thought into what they give me, it really means a lot. So it really, when they say it's the thought that counts, I do agree with that, because it doesn't really matter what the item is, but if I feel like they know me and thought about me when they picked it out, like, that is what matters to me, and I really love that. What baked goods do I make every year? That would be fruitcake. I have been obsessed with fruitcake since I was a little kid, and my dad's mom would send it to us. I've sort of tried to perfect her recipe. I never really got to know my dad's mom. I met her like once when I was 2, but I've always wanted to be able to carry that tradition that she started with the fruitcake, and I love it. It took me a while, but I finally think I got it where I want it, and it's so good. And I don't understand why fruitcake gets such a bad rap in America. Like, I've never had a fruitcake I didn't like, so okay, maybe it's just me, but it's good. What is Percy's favorite Christmas present? So I always picked out presents for him, but since getting married, my husband's parents have been awesome enough to not only send us presents, but send him something too. And it doesn't matter what I pick out, he always likes their present more every year. I mean, it's only been 2 Christmases, but so far that has become his favorite toy. So we'll see if this year continues the trend, but yes, he has his favorites, and it's not what I get him. Go figure. Do you open presents on Christmas Eve? And I would say sometimes, but it's never been our main presents. Every year since forever, on Christmas Eve, my parents get my brother and I a new ornament. So we have a whole ornament collection that they have given us throughout the years, and they still carry on that tradition today, which I think is really cool. And they now include my brother's wife and my husband in this as well, so they also get new ornaments. So we always open those on Christmas Eve and then put them on the tree. And then sometimes, like when I was a kid, we would open presents from out-of-town relatives on Christmas Eve. It really just depends. I don't know, I could never open all my presents on Christmas Eve, because then what would we do on Christmas morning? It's just so fun to come downstairs and see the Christmas magic. My final Q&A question is, what is the weirdest Christmas present you've ever gotten? And that would actually be something that my brother and I got from my mom's dad. He was a really unique gift giver throughout our childhood. He would send us things where they were always good quality, but at the same time you're wondering, why did we get that? Or it was always so random and so out of left field. Like, where did that come from? Well, like for instance, this might not be the best example because I didn't end up being able to use this, but I think when I was like 15, me and my brother got Home Depot gift cards. So, I don't know. My dad bought that from us. Like, I wasn't gonna use that. I thought that was an interesting choice to give a teenage girl. Oh well. But the one that stands out to me as being weird and random, but ultimately something we grew to love, was one Christmas, and I do think we might have been teenagers. Like, I don't remember being a kid necessarily, but we get this present, and the picture on the package is of this kid playing soccer with a giant soccer ball. And we're like, is that really what's in here? And yeah, there was what ended, I mean, you had to inflate it, but you had this really solid inner lining and then a zipper case that went on the outside, and you end up with a soccer ball that's like this big around. And we're kind of like, what the crap? But I mean, yeah, of course you kick it around a few times, but what we ended up doing was slightly deflating the inner chamber, and it was so comfortable to sit on and bounce around on. Like, I don't know, it ended up being an indispensable part of our living room until the thing finally died. And I mean, it is definitely not something I think either of us would have chosen for ourselves. I have never seen that item before or since, but that was a really fun gift. Well guys, I know this was a bit of a shorter video, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the rest of your season, holiday season's going well. I have a few more videos I'd like to do this month, and there are some unboxings coming. I have a Pusheen unboxing that should happen this month, and Magic at Your Door. Those boxes don't tend to ship till the middle of the month, so they'll probably not till around the 15th will they even ship. So I should get them in the month of December, so if you've been waiting for an unboxing video, that's why that hasn't come out yet. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye!